One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to John O. Quinn Field in H-Town, home to the Houston Cougars. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the Utah Utes, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Houston Cougars. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Houston about to kick off to get things underway. He'll bring it back from inside his spot. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Utah Utes offense will have the football first. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces tonight.
The Utes come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wilson will throw. Fires to the wideout. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He'll try to take it back.
I hate to be Captain Obvious, but it's pretty obvious that it's raining. And you just don't know how a quarterback is going to always respond and hand size and how they throw in the rain. An opening drive, a chance to come out and get some momentum, and he makes a critical mistake. And you talk about giving momentum away. Let's see how this offense now comes out and responds the next possession.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Cougar!
That's the hardest part about playing a mobile quarterback. It's not the first play. The first play was a pass. It's the second play where he decides to pull it down, Jesse, becomes a running back, and makes something happen.
You're right, David. That's why so many coaching staffs now are trying to recruit dual-threat athletes at quarterback because of situations just like that. Down in the red zone, nobody open. You're not just going to throw it away and be okay kicking a field goal. You're taking off, and you're going to capitalize with a touchdown.
The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll leave it with him. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wilson to pass. Hauls it in. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And the Utes come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Utes line up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Wants to return it. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. On the run, it's Sanford. Slithers into space. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. The pull and throw off the RPO. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Running back searching for a hole. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Here comes a 3rd down situation, and the defense has had no answer so far. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business. Houston has it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Might be changing the route. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Houston. Hello.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in this one in the MAC that just finished up. Wake Forest put one in the win column in convincing fashion. The Deacs had 0 issue moving the ball, and that defense held strong at key moments. Talk about a complete performance. Guys, I look at the preseason coaches poll and compare it to where the MAC is right now, and man, what a difference.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
They'll run play action. Throwing right. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be 3rd down.
And this defense picking up right where it left off. Last week put a great game together, really shut down an opponent. Now you can tell, man, they're going to make you earn everything you get. And this offense is going to have to find a way to find some holes because we haven't seen them the last couple of weeks.
And the Utes decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the grab close to the logo. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Here comes the Houston offense once again. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents Lawrence open in the stands and threw it to them. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Third play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. Makes the catch. It's Thomas. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wilson will throw. Makes the catch. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. Got it in stride inside the 20. And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and Houston has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Fires into the end zone. And a flag flies as the pass is incomplete. Let's see who it's on. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense lining up for a first down play. They just keep firing. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Taking it the other way. And after making the interception, a terrific return to put his offense in great field position at the 42. Caught in the backfield. It's Gill. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
From the gun, the running back looking for room. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the RPO, complete. Turning it on. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
Caught. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Wants to go up top. He's got it on the run. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem.
And listen, my job is to get it to my playmakers like this guy on the outside. He'll do the rest. He'll get in the end zone. Nice catch. Would have finished it with a touchdown.
They're set to kick it off. And this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll start the return inside his spot. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Wilson to pass. Pulls it in. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Utes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got it behind the line. It's Parker. Runs through a tackle. They use that sideline as a defender and get him out of bounds at the 36. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Utes will try to pin them back with the punt. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. First play of the drive comes from the 38. He's moving out of the pocket. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Makes the catch. It's Allen. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down at the 49. First down, 10 yards to go. Finds his man. It's Thomas.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Off the play fake. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Fires to the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Cougars are moving quickly down the field. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to keep it in the air. Hit as he throws. Makes the grab. Makes the grab. Defense right there. They're set up at the 14. Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. And the Cougars have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Single back formation, and they give it to it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
when the offense gets in those multiple tight end looks, you kind of have a good understanding of what's coming. You don't know where the ball's going necessarily, but they'll put those big old bodies in there to block, to move people, to put more mass on the field, especially once you get in this red area where you have to be able to run the football effectively. Those passing windows tend to shrink a lot.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Splits the uprights. Good. And now the lead is even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, it is now a final in the Big Ten and a game I think a lot of folks will want to see. Indiana is going to get out of Dodge with a win. It's a shave that might have been a little closer than Hoosiers fans wanted, but a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This Big Ten battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
And it's amazing that they're only trailing by a couple of points in this game because they've turned it over a couple times and they've been sacked a couple times right now. They have no rhythm on offense right now. You have got to give the defense tons of credit. They are dominating in the trenches. That's the big story so far.
The Utes need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Wilson will throw, finding open areas. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that. And the Utes will punt it away on fourth down. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Got out of trouble and throws. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior.
Yeah, it's just a throw the quarterback would love to have back. His guy's wide open, and it looked to me like maybe he was overstriding or straining a little bit too much on the throw. The nose of the ball was diving, and he, of course, threw it into the ground. That's one he'd like to do over.
He's knocked out of bounds at the 42. Solid pickup on that one.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, if you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Here we go. Now the play fake. And they can't make the connection on third down.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
Past the 30. He's down at the 27. They can't stop the clock, and this is the first down. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Here we go. Grab behind the line. It's Thomas. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Houston going up tempo. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Snagged in the middle. It's Gill. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get him across the line and pick up the first down. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Unleashes one deep. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. Never a doubt. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, thanks. Looks like we've had ourselves a very enjoyable first half so far. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the cage in Southeast Texas.
The Utes will kick it off to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Gonna take a shot. Makes the grab down the left side. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
This offense not wasting any time. First play of the third quarter, and they're aggressive, taking a shot. You know they had some conversations in the locker room at halftime. How can we get a big one right out of the gate? The defense isn't going to be expecting it. They took the shot, they hit it, and this offense is hungry.
This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it. Gonna swing it on second down. Finds the tight end. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's McGarry. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Cougars in a good spot here with second and short. The handoff as they run the counter play here. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. First and goal now for Houston as they try to get it in. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. With the run on first and goal. Running through contact. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Hello.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. They'll give it to the back. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. The analytics nerds will tell you that a 4-yard pickup on first down is a successful play. Let's see what they have on first and 10. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Did everything he could to discard the tacklers, but he was just able to get back to where he started.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Wilson to pass. Swings it out to the flat. Nice move to pick up yardage. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And it's incomplete as he was trying to make the back corner of the end zone. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor using a timeout here. Thinks the call is going to end up going his way. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Andrews. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? The run up the middle, looking for the score. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Absolutely perfect. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Oklahoma was relentless today in a road win that frankly wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Sooners performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. Always fun to see 2 of the game's better.
Fires one high and deep. He's got it up at 25. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. It's one thing to get that huge play. Now you got to cash it in with 6. 1st and 10 from the 24. Makes the grab.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Looking to throw again. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
Man, I'm 4th and 2. I'm looking at my offensive line. I'm like, you got to give me just a little slither. Great job by the offensive line, blocking up just enough to get the 1st down, running physically downhill. That's all you want on those 4th and 2 situations.
Houston is moving it quickly down the field. Wants to go up top. Going for 6. Touchdown, Cougars. Fit it in the window for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Wilson will throw. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. And the Utes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Unloads to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Utes will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Slips through the line. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Houston offense comes onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit.
And on the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the 1st down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. That's the end of the quarter, and Houston has the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the 3rd quarter stats. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Looking to fire. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got number 12.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Well, jet sweep pass. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the third time tonight. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we're looking pretty good.
A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Got the quick pass. He gets it up close to the 25. Out of bounds, they'll mark it at the 24.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Snagged out of the air. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it. There's so many ways to use them. But exactly. Get it to him. Let him break tackles. Let him make plays. Easy decision.
He'll do it himself. Breaks into the open. Still on his feet. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. And the Utes are rolling down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's running free down the middle. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Houston. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the fourth quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Sends it back in motion. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Got a man. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. The Utes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative. Whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Yeah, and this offense has struggled all day. And how about the protection up front? You got to protect your quarterback. You got to keep him upright. And his 2nd sack of the day. Nice. A lot more passing situations coming with this team down big.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. And the Utes send out the punt unit. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. Here's the return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. And to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse, they'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab, ready for the first down. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Oh, he's got some space. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
Offense has a huge lead right now in the 4th quarter, and they're just going to run this football to try to ice the game. Being more dominant, being more physical at the point of attack.
The give from the gun. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Timeout is called with just a single second left. The sportsmanlike thing to do might be victory formation. The stat hog would kick a field goal here. Oh, and he missed it. No good. And they missed a field goal, so something has gone wrong today. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big.